Let's talk about climate change. It's a common enemy for the world. Combating it has become more pressing than ever. Next month, there's an opportunity to devise a plan. The COP26 is taking place in Glasgow. Leaders of more than 100 countries will gather under one roof. They will discuss ways to tackle climate change. But a few big names are missing. Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Jair Bolsonaro. They will not be attending. These are leaders of countries considered to be the biggest polluters. Their absence has raised doubts on how much COP26 will be able to achieve. Has this year's conference failed even before it began? Our next report explores.
This November, the United Kingdom is hosting a climate extravaganza. A 26-year-old annual event with a rather curious name. COP26, the Conference of Parties headed for its 26th round. This yearly conference is held under the UNFCCC, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. This year they will gather in Glasgow, Scotland, to make new commitments on saving the planet. Who will attend? US President Joe Biden, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the leaders of Canada, France, Israel, South Korea, Australia, and 100 other countries. But a few big names will be missing, like Russian President Vladimir Putin, Chinese President Xi Jinping, and Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro. They have all confirmed that they aren't coming. Then we have some leaders who are yet to confirm their presence. Mexico's Andrés Manuel López Obrador, South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa, and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. Why are leaders skipping the meet? They blame the rising Wuhan virus cases, both in the UK and their respective countries. But there is more to it, their poor record on climate change. These are all leaders of countries with significant greenhouse emissions and fossil fuel production. Their absence shows climate change is not their priority. It also casts doubt on how much COP26 will really achieve. The leader of the host nation fears that it might even fail.
It's going to be very, very tough, this summit. And I'm very worried because it might go wrong. And we might not get the agreements that we need. And it's touch and go. It's very, very difficult.
These fears are not unfounded. The biggest emitters are giving the conference a miss. Their absence raises questions on the gathering's relevance. It also makes promises on global unity on climate sound futile. As it is, those promises haven't yielded much. There have been 25 such conferences since 1995. During this period, over 894 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide has been emitted. That is about 37% of all greenhouse pollution in human history. These figures put COP26 at a disadvantage right from the start. To compound the problem, there are deep divisions on who should be held responsible. The responsibility is not even shared. The blame is largely put on developing nations. Countries like India, China, Brazil, and Indonesia are portrayed as wreckers of negotiation, forced into pledges at the cost of their growth. As the US, the UK, France, and Canada gloat over their achievements and set out unattainable targets for others, these divisions have frequently shaped the talks. This time, they're playing out even before the talks have begun. This has led to fears that this year's COP could turn out a flop. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.